and a decent lobby otherwise, mostly A players. So this should be a pretty competitive match. Let's see what we can do here. We got hole 17 with headwind. I'm going to adjust for the direction, and now I'm probably just going to full send the driver because I think the headwind should slow us down a bit.
Nice shot.
And that was the right call. We get an unfortunate bounce, and we didn't quite adjust enough for the directional bias of the wind. So we're not in a prime birdie position right now. We might be starting this match off with a par. Let's see what we can do here. You know, we get the right power, but we miscalculate the wind.
Nice.
I did think that the wind was going to carry us more. But we are going to have to settle for a par on the first hole. And pars all around the board except for one. Go Jimmy unfortunately got a bogey. But we are going into the next hole pretty much back to square one. Nobody really has an advantage here, except Jimmy, who's at a disadvantage. But we get Classic C, hole 18. Let's take a look at the wind before we make any decisions here. And we get pretty favorable wind for this hole. So obviously we're going to send this to the left island.
Nice shot.
And once we make it, we are going to 3-iron. Just got to calculate how much power. We'll take a look at where the hole is on the green. And it is sitting in the middle, so I'm not going to try to backspin. I'm going to try to bounce on the fairway and then roll onto the green. Let's go like that. Let's try and go for 3.5 power, maybe 3 2/3.
Nice shot.
Okay, looks like a good shot. Ooh, very close to an albatross there. We were what looks like about a foot to the left of the hole, and we did get an unfortunate roll, so it's going to be a tough eagle putt because this terrain goes like, it's like a half pipe almost. It goes straight up, and I think it's slanted too. Let's take a look. You know, it's quite hard to tell. I'm not feeling that confident on this eagle, but let's see how our putting is. Ooh, nice. Sunk that eagle putt, that's good. And with that eagle, we do secure first place, or a tie for first place, but we got 4-point lead over third going into the semifinals. So I like our chances here. And the person we're tied in first with, I think he was C or D rating. So I do like our chances at first place this match. But there's still a lot of golf to play and anything can happen.
Nice shot.
Now for here, I'll try to line it up for an eagle, but more than likely we'll be settling for a birdie, which is okay. I like full power here. Maybe a little bit under full power.
Nice shot.
Let's see how this ball flies. And we get good power, but we misjudge the wind by a little bit.
Nice on.
But we're only 8 feet out of a birdie putt, so I'm not going to complain. So Dylan also secured the birdie. We are tied going into hole number 4, but we have a 7-point lead over third. So first or second is all but guaranteed at this point. Now we just have to worry about playing a little bit better than Dylan so we can secure the first place. Pretty straightforward hole, this one.
Nice shot.
Another birdie opportunity. With the little bit of headwind, we are safe from getting in the bunker, which is nice. It always sucks getting stuck in a fairway bunker, because that really puts you behind.
Nice shot.
We do clear the tree. And we will be ending on the fairway. Nice. So we do have an eagle opportunity here. 38 yards, which is possible. But even if we can set ourselves up nicely for a birdie, that wouldn't be a bad situation. Ooh. Looks like we just ever so slightly miscalculate our eagle chip there. And we will be left for a birdie. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. We should be at 44 going into the 5th hole. Let's see what Dylan gets here. He's what we gotta watch out for. Ooh, and Dylan misses the chip, so we're looking nice right now. In undisputed lead going into the 5th hole with 41. I thought we were at 44, but we are indeed at 41. Nothing to be ashamed of at this point, though. We get special hole 19. A tough hole. But as long as we play decent, we should hang on to our first place here. We get some interesting wind here. The fairway where we are looking to land is quite narrow. So we do have to be rather precise here.
Nice shot.
Let's see where this ends up. Just a little bit too much oomph on that. We end up on the rough. But I think we have a clear view to the green. Yes, we do. So that's good. We aren't obstructed by trees. And a rather tough green to read, but I'm going to go 2 dots. I think the tailwind will carry us a bit, and hopefully we roll nicely up to the hole. Okay, so the headwind, or the tailwind, did not carry us as much as I thought, but we do roll nicely.
Nice on.
We have an 11-foot putt for birdie. If we sink this, we should secure the win with 51 points. Ooh, which we do sink. That's good.
Nice birdie.
Now we have to sit and wait and see what our competitors get. And there it is. We secure the win with 51 points. But with that win, let's see where we end up ranking-wise. Alright, not bad. One more win and we should be back into S3. And for our second game here, we get another decent lobby. Not the best, but a win here should put us into S3. For hole 7 here, I'm just adjusting for the wind. Then I'm going to go a 5-iron and hopefully land on the edge of the fairway.
Nice shot.
We get 3.5, which is pretty good. We over-adjusted for the wind a little bit. I'm not sure if this tree is going to be in our way, but we'll see. And I don't think it is, so I'm comfortable doing a 3-iron here, especially because we have a bit of a tailwind. I think I'm actually going to have to put backspin on this as well.
Nice shot.
Let's see where we land. Okay, good call to put backspin. And we don't get too much. It wasn't actually that aggressive of a backspin. But we do have a chance for a birdie, so let's see if we can take advantage of that. We are able to take advantage of that. We sink the 30-foot putt for birdie. So we were the only ones to birdie that last hole, which is nice because we now have a 3-point lead right off the bat.
Nice shot.
Pretty good place to start. It's always nice starting off the game with a lead. Give you a little bit of wiggle room. Now, being uphill and with a little bit of a tailwind, I actually think we can make it across, but I'm not sure. Let's find out, shall we?
Nice shot.
Okay, we actually hit the tree, so at least we are not in the water. We are ending up on the rough. I would like to backspin this shot. It is harder to backspin with, or when you're on the rough or in the bunker, because it's a lot more sensitive, the swing. But that would be good if we can get that. Okay, so we got what we wanted. And not a bad place. We are putting for birdie, so
Nice on.
I'm not going to complain. Pretty aggressive slope here, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yep, we sink that birdie nicely.
Nice.
So a nice 20 points going into the semifinals. 3-point lead over second and a 6-point lead over third. So as of right now, I do like our position. We get Resort B, hole 4. Looks like the hole is placed towards the back of the green, so I'm not going to go for backspin here. I am going to try to land and then roll up to the hole. Let's see if we can calculate this swing correctly.
Nice shot.
And we do not calculate the swing correctly because we did need the backspin. But we're 7 yards away, so we do have a chance to putt from the fringe here. And we sink that fringe putt.
Nice birdie.
So that's nice. We got 3 birdies after 3 holes. We are in a good spot right now. And with second place getting a par there, that gives us a commanding 6-point lead over second and third place. Our chances of ranking up after this match are pretty high right now. So I would like to land on the fairway here.
Nice shot.
I'm worried we're going to go too far. But let's see how the wind carries us. And yeah, it looks like we do go too far, making this next shot a little more difficult. I don't think the 7-iron can clear over the tree. So I'm going to try to go for something like this. And that actually ends up working out pretty well for us,
Nice on.
leaving us with a nice putt for a birdie for the 4th hole in a row. Alright, and that risky technique paid off for us there because we did manage to secure the birdie. And there we go, 40 points after 4 holes, 9-point lead over second. And for the last hole here, we get Resort A, hole 2 with what looks like some tricky wind. It shouldn't matter what we get here. We would really have to royally mess up in order to lose this match. So we'll just play it safe at this point. I'm just going to go for a par because that'll get us first, and that should get us a rank up to S3.
Nice shot.
So we put a lot of power on that shot. Should have done a little less,
Nice on.
but that's all good because a 2-putt here, like I said, will get us the win. Ooh, look at that.
Nice
A
birdie.
nice long putt to finish it off. And another 50-point win. So first game we got 51, second game we got 50. We actually put on a clinic this session. But with that win and us being this close to S3, we're definitely going to rank up here. Yeah, there it is. To be honest, I think that's the 3rd time I've ranked up to S3. My first games in this rank have been so poor for some reason. But hopefully we can stay in the rank this time. And if you did enjoy that video, make sure to subscribe. I've got a lot more content coming out on the road to Infinity rank.